Hello and welcome to Ted's Universe. Today I'm going to be installing some edging for a new planting bed. I used it before on my planting bed that you saw in earlier videos. It's simple. It's an plastic edging. You use long plastic landscape spikes to install it. There's no digging involved because it's on the surface. And so what I'll be doing today is just laying it out, pounding in the stakes. You can see it's pretty easy. And basically that's all there is to it. Eventually then what I'll be doing is spreading garden soil that I purchased, coffee grounds that I got free from Starbucks, and mulching it all, and then I'll begin planting within this bed. Okay, now that I've finished the edging around the border of the planting bed that I'm creating, my next step is going to be spreading some coffee grounds that I got free from Starbucks and some Miracle Grow garden soil. These are the coffee grounds from Starbucks. If you're lucky, your local Starbucks will share them with you. They're just good for adding a little bit of organic matter to the soil and a little bit of acid to the soil, perhaps. We do have alkaline soils here, and so they will help with that. But then the other thing I'll be doing, I'll just put that over there, is adding a couple bags of garden soil. On top. You'll notice I didn't turn the soil over, and I don't intend to. I'm just going to rake it on the top, and then I'm going to mulch it heavily. I don't want to kill the soil microorganisms by tilling the soil. So I'm just going to do this just to give the plants a little bit of an extra start. So once I spread mulch over this bed, it will be quite easy to dig in. So I'm just going to spread a little bit at a time, break up these clumps, and just sort of mix it around. And that's all there is to it. Okay, now that I've gotten the coffee grounds and the garden soil spread across the top of my soil, the next step is going to be to water it in. And so I forgot to get my hose. Let me get the hose here. I just want to get it watered because if I put mulch on top, which is my next step, without watering, it's going to be difficult to get the soil wet. So I'm just going to show you a little part here. I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm not finished. I still have some more soil to spread. We'll just get it good and wet within the garden bed. The soil, once you get it wet, is really a good soil, and it holds and retains water. Yet at the same time it drains well and doesn't remain soggy. Okay, so that's good enough. You can see the water starting to pool a little bit on the top, which is an indication that I've got enough water on it. So we'll wait for a second or two while that soaks in. And then the next step will be I've got, which I like to use, shredded bark from a utility company, an arborist. And I'll just spread this on, just dump it. And then I'll just spread it. And I want it thick. I want it at least a couple inches thick, if not more than, no, anywhere from about 2 to 4 inches at least. And I'll come back and rake it in a little bit to smooth it out. And that's all there is to it. Next step is to plant things into the planting bed. And one of the plants that I have ready to go today, I'm not going to plant it right now, is a loquat. And loquats are native to Japan. We're in zone 7B. Its rated hardiness is zone 8, but we border on zone 7A, 8B, 8A, no, 7B, 8A. Get the alphabet mixed up there. So my thoughts are that it will survive here in our climate. Whether I ever get any fruit, I doubt it, because it flowers in the winter and sets fruit in the early spring. So we may never get any fruit, but I like the plant for its large tropical looking leaves. And I'll be planting that later today. I am going to plant this one first because it's a large plant. Other than just pulling the mulch away and planting it, I'll plant it first and then I'll mulch around it. Okay, the bed is finally finished. I put the bark mulch on it, watered it in well, and as you can see, I planted a loquat, my very first plant, in the new bed. I'm hoping it does well over the summer and into the winter. We'll see if it's an experiment. Marginally hardy here, so we'll see. But anyway, now the bed is finished. I'll begin planting and having a lot of fun going out and doing plant shopping to fill this bed up. So in a few more months, I'll do another video and we'll see what is happening with it. Thank you. I hope you like this video and you'll subscribe to my YouTube channel and click like. Okay, thank you. Happy gardening.